Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all glory, all praises, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well. And as always, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and the society that's pushing truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yara from the Great Millstone, the branch of Gary, Indiana, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And it's going to be a little quick lesson through the spirit and goes, reading over Psalms and just flowing through the spirit. I was watching one of the beloved brothers from Chicago, one of the elders, GMS Shapatya, and he was going into one of his lessons talking about, you should be growing within this truth. And the first scripture that popped in my mind was the Psalms 1, that popped in my mind, mainly the third verse, how we should be growing within this walk, and you shouldn't be in this truth and you're not growing, man. If you're not growing, then something is wrong. Each and every day you should be abounding more and more in the faith. Growing, it's beautiful to grow, man. Becoming ripen in the spirit, man. Until the day of the harvest come, man. Which is near, And the Lord is coming back to deliver those who are right within the spirit. So with knowing that, what kind of mindset you need to be having, man? You need to be growing within this walk, man. Taking this truth seriously. Not taking this grace period for granted, But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to read some couple of scriptures, flow through the spirit, and Lord willing, I'm not going to try to make this too long. Just want to hit some key points, and Lord willing to be edified and exhorting through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is Psalms 1 and 1. It reads, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." So the Lord said, you are blessed when you walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. Because what do the ungodly does, man? Everything in this world is wicked. This is a death style that these people operate in, man. The ways of the wicked leads on to what? Death, destruction, confusion. Hey, but the Lord said you are blessed when you don't partake, in that lifestyle, man. When you don't partake in the deeds of the wicked. And does not say the same thing as Proverbs 1 and 1? Proverbs the first chapter. Salaki, I said 1 and 1. It said, Proverbs 1 and 10, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow up them alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down to the pit. We shall find all the precious substance. We shall fill our house with spoil. Cast in thy lot amongst us, and let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the ways with them. Refrain thy foot from their path." So the Lord said, refrain your foot from their path, man. Because all they did, everything, man, from adultery to eating abominable foods to doing the ways of the wicked, all these things are going to lead to what? Death and destruction, man. The Lord said, man, don't walk in that way. Actually, abstain from the appearance of evil. Abstain from that path, man. It said, for their feet run to evil and they make haste to shed blood. And that's the mindset of these people in this world, man. They feet haste to evil, man. It says, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. Because why? At the end of the day, they're going to be judged, man. For every judged for their actions, man. And you can look every day in and day out, man. A lot of Jake's been judged following along to get along, man. Thinking it was cool. Because in this world, man, wickedness is looked as being cool, good. Before we go through to this truth, man, we thought that, the ways of this world was good. In actuality, it all leads to death. From the religious system to the school system, these different philosophies and doctrines that's being promoted out here. Hell, even some of these Israelite doctrines that they pushing. All these things is going to lead to what? Death and destruction at the end of the day. Hey, but that's only one truth, one doctrine, man. It's going to lead to what? Everlasting life. And we got to take heed to that, man. You know what I'm saying? So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which take away the life of the owner thereof. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset of these people. They greedy of gain. They greedy to what? To not only monetarily gain, but literally, to get some type of gain within the flesh. These people are covetous, man. And the scripture say there's nothing more wicked than a covetous man. That's the mindset of these Babylonians, man. And, different parts of the earth where the elect is scattered. But hell, I'm speaking more so over here, man. These people are wicked. And what did the Lord say? Let's go to 1 John 2 and 15 real quick. Slakia, bear with me. 1 John 2 and 15, and it reads, Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So the Lord said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, man. The things of this world is what? Wickedness, confusion, death. It's really not a lifestyle, man. And it's going to go to what's in the world. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world, man. That's what you see here, especially in Babylon the Great. The lust of the flesh, whatever looks good, feels good, partake in it. What's that old saying? As in Rome, do as the Romans do. That that doest thy will spirit, that goes heavily here in Babylon the Great. It's a very covetous spirit that they promote upon the people. The lust of the eyes, that one-tidiness spirit, lasciviousness, party, and BS spirit, man. Meanwhile, the whole earth is crumbling, and these people are completely oblivious to what the hell is going on around them, man. And I'm speaking to you tribes mainly, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to consider ourselves blessed that, what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said we are blessed, man. We don't partake in that lifestyle, man. Because why? All those people that's following that, man, they're gonna lead to the destruction at the end of the day. This is verse 17. The world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. So he that doeth the will of the Lord abideth forever, man. So this is back in Psalms 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law. I'm going to read it from the 1. Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinner, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, man. So we're blessed when we don't when we separate ourselves, man. The hell with these fucking people, man. Hell with your family members. Because a lot of your family members, they talk a lot of good shit. To hell with them. Consider yourself blessed. The Lord has chosen you to remove yourself from them, man. And if you can remove yourself from these people, do it, man. Do it, man. Although we know we got to go in this world and deal with these people, hey, the scriptures say what? Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. As Lord said, use the word but don't abuse it. So we got to, you got to do what you got to do in this world. But at the end of the day, do what you got to do and get the fuck away from these people. It's Salakia. Do what you got to do, man. So the hell with these fucking people, man. This is verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Most High, and in his law do he meditate day and night. So your delight, the men of the Lord delight in the law of the Lord. In his truth, in his word, man. And it's beautiful, man, to abide in this truth, man. Cause why, man? We've been broken, we've been downtrodden. So when we come to this truth in his word, man, it's like it's counseling, man. To the spirit, man. It's counseling to our soul. We're able to get some sort of peace. Here, man. Because coming to this truth, man, it's the only peace we have, man. Everything else, man, in this world is tainted, it's defiled, it's wicked, it's corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but this truth, what keeps us stable, man. What gives us hope at the end of the day, man. Verse 3. But it's the main point of the lesson. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth its fruit in its season. His leaves also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do, he shall prosper, man. So the Lord said you're gonna be like a tree that grows. You're gonna be constantly growing, man. Constantly, man. Growing within the spirit, man. And it's beautiful to grow. It's a beautiful thing, man, to grow within this walk, man. You know? And within growth, man, it takes patience. Let's get this real quick. James 5:7. And it reads, Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruits of the earth, and have long patience for until he receive the early and latter rain. So the Lord said, man, we got to be patient. And patience going to what? Long suffering, man. And that's part of growing, man. You know, you got to, what's the scripture say real quick before I get that? Let's go to John 3 real quick. John 3:1. Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except the man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be born again, man. You got to be retaught. You got to be renewed through the spirit, man. And that's part of growing, man. You got to be born again, man. The things and the ways you thought that in this world was right is actually wicked. So you got to be retaught in this through the spirit, man. No, desiring what? The sincere milk. Let's get that. Desire the sincere milk. And the milk is actually meek, man. Let me start at verse 1. 1 Peter 2:1. Wherefore lay aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisy and envy and all evil speaking. Because why? All these things are of the world. That's how the world operates, man. Malice, guile, trying to snake a nigga. Hypocrisy. A lot of these people are hypocrites, man. Oh, God, it's all love and love, love, love. But yet they don't even practice love. It doesn't even show in their behavior. In fact, they practice what? Wickedness, evil, deceit, deception. You know what I'm saying? That's the behavior and the thought patterns and mindset of these people in this world. But this is verse 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. So you got to desire the sincere milk that you can grow. You shouldn't be in this truth. Hell, if you've been in this truth only for 1 year, you should be, you should have grown, man. You shouldn't be stagnant within this walk, man. If so, ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious, man. The Lord is gracious, man. So we should be growing, man. You know? We should be growing. And this word is beautiful, man. Let's get this real quick. I want to pull this precept. This is Psalms 119:9. Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereto unto thy word, man. So that's how you're able to cleanse your way. Start off fresh again, man. Taking heed to this word. And when, taking heed, you're going to start the process of growing, man. And as you grow, man, it's beautiful. It's going to show forth in your works, in your characteristics. Your whole mindset is going to change. Your whole thought pattern and how you think and how you operate, you're going to become you're going to grow. You're going to become mature within the spirit, man. You should want to become more, because this world, man, everybody is actually immature in the way they think, the way they operate. Here in Babylon, these people are actually very childish, man. You got grown-ass men, 50, 40 years old, and act like a fucking 3-year-old. It's sad, man. And it shows it, man. And how the way they act and how the way they think. They selfish, they stingy. That's how 3-year-olds and little children are. I got kids, man. Kids can be stingy at times, but hey, you got to teach them properly. Hey, you got to share, nigga. But imagine you got a 50-year-old grown-ass nigga set in his ways acting like that. That's a recipe for disaster. Imagine on that, you got millions of these type of niggas like that. That's the type of society we living in, man. And that's what the Lord is calling us to get the fuck out of, man. From that mindset. You know? This is James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. So we got to be patient within this walk. Behold, the husband waited for the precious fruit of the earth. And who's the fruit? The elect. And who's the husband? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know, he which planted the seed within the elect. Because I speak as a man, but I believe through the Spirit, the elect is already sealed. The seed has already been planted. The Lord is just sitting back waiting for them to grow and ripen through the Spirit to become that ripe fruit, man. It's no like how you plant a vineyard. You plant a seed and you just sit back, you water it. And what's the watering? The word. Then now we just read in Psalms 1 and 3. You know, with that by the rivers of water, which is the living waters, which is his word, man. We constantly growing, getting the proper nutritions we need. And growing with what? Within the faith. Being rooted, grounded, man. You know what I'm saying? Until the time of the harvest come. Continued on in the 7th verse, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and latter rain. The Lord is waiting, man. It said, be ye also patient, establish your heart, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh, man. So the coming of the Lord draweth nigh, man. So we got to be patient within this thing. Patient with, you know what I'm saying, with the Lord, and patient with one another, man. That's part of the long suffering, man. You know? So let's go back to Psalms 1 and 3. It says, he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, which is what? That word. That bringeth forth his fruits in his seasons. You know what I'm saying? And his leaves shall not wither. And whatsoever you do, he shall prosper, man. You're going to do whatever you put your hand to, you're going to prosper, man. In righteousness, man. And that's the beautiful part about it, man. We got to be rooted within this truth, man. Grounded, man. Verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but like the shafts which the wind drive away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in judgment, nor the sinners in the congregation of the righteous. But for the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. The way of the ungodly is going to perish, man. Because why? They didn't trust in the Lord. They wasn't blessed, man. Because why? They partake in wickedness, man. These people they delighted in wickedness, in which we did one. But the elect, the righteous, delighted in what? In the ways of the Lord, man. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, Lord willing. This video was edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. I want to say, call for like Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the elect. And this is how I can spread the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.